Okay, so I am now going to show you guys how to download a sermon audio and have that post that basically to the Vintage Church website. So we're going to go right into here into our Vimeo where we just recorded. You should have just recorded the sermon of the day, which is super duper doable. So we'll take this last previous example just as an easy one, which was how to share the evidence for the resurrection on a napkin. This was like a guest speaker that came and just spoke with us. So we'll hit this three dots right here, and there should be a download file link. Maybe I need to go back into here. Here we go. Download right here. Fantastic. So we'll download this, and we're going to want to make sure it's in 240p. We don't need it as big as 1080. Honestly, any of these is going to be too big because we just need that audio. We don't need the video quality. So we're going to download that just like so, and it's going to start downloading. While it's downloading, we'll open GarageBand right here, which is going to be this small icon with the guitar in front of the amp. And that's where we're going to be bringing it into next. Okay, great. So now that that is done, we'll go right down here into downloads, and we can see that it's kind of right there, how to share the evidence for a napkin on an MP4. We can also, if we click on it, didn't mean to do that. If we click on it, we can ask it to show us in Finder, and we can drag it in as well. So we'll just do that. Drag this guy in. Okay, so with the movie that we have right here, we can use that to see where on our audio strip that we are right now. So as I kind of use this clicker, I'm going to use this, this is like the playhead is what they call it. So I'm going to use this playhead, and I'm going to have to click up here in this almost gray space right up there to kind of help move it along. You can also just hit play and like kind of let that play out. But we'll scroll all the way down to about here-ish. It looks like I'm kind of looking, kind of watching where Dan is about to start coming up and starting to talk. So usually they always want the scripture reader. So right as musical worship is finishing up, right around there, you can kind of see right about there, there's a bit of a gap that's happening volume-wise. So what we'll do is to split that, we'll right-click, and we'll say split at playhead. Now that's going to take all that front stuff out, and we'll just delete that. And we'll go all the way to the end of the message. It looks like he's talking still. Looks like musical worship band is back up. So there's a little bit of a transition right about there. So we'll chop that right there. And we'll say split at playhead. Again, the reason why we're choosing right here is not only is there a little bit of a gap, but you can see on the little movie that we're transitioning into that musical worship. And then you're going to want to use those headphones too to kind of just make sure you're just getting just the right spot. Of that it sounds right, that this is where the sermon ended. So now that that's done, we're going to go back and we'll click this. We'll delete it. Now, we want to try to move this all the way to the front. The only reason is that it's locked, if you see this little lock symbol there. So we're going to need to copy it and paste it. There we go. Now, this one's not locked, so we can delete this guy that's locked, and we'll take this unlocked one and drag him all the way to the front. Just like that. Fantastic. And now we have the complete thing. However, we still have this movie up here. So what we'll do is we'll click our little movie thing, remove movie, just like that. Next, what we're going to want to do is we'll go up to here to share. You're going to want to drop down. It says export song to disk. So we'll click export song to disk. And we're going to want to make sure, it says that it's about to download it into movies. We're going to want to change that to sermon audio files, because that is going to change where that's going. Now, we already did download one, so I'm not going to download this, but in this situation, you would just click export, and then it'll export it out. Okay, now next what you're going to do is you're going to want to, after that thing has been exported into your sermon audio files, we're going to put it on the Vintage website. This is Squarespace, so if I was to exit it out, if you click your little plus button, it should be right here in the Squarespace icon that's on your toolbar. So we'll click that. And this is going to show everything that we have right here. So we'll go to Pages right here underneath Website. And then on Pages, we're going to scroll all the way down. We have Current Teaching Series. If we click on that, we're able to see Dr. Mike Lacona's. This was the one that we just did. So we'll edit this. Now I am going to delete this this thing so that way we can kind of see a little bit from scratch where we're doing with this. But essentially what you would do if that wasn't there, we're going to add a block. We'll add audio. And then right in here, that's where we're going to download that audio file. So we have the share the evidence of the resurrection on a napkin that we just made in GarageBand. We're going to download that right there. And this will definitely take a hot minute. But as this is doing that, we can put this right here by Dr. Mike Lacona. I love it. And then as soon as that is done, we'll be able to move it. Okay, there it is. Just like that. Fantastic. It is now in. Now here's what we're going to do. We can just click right out of that, and we're going to drag him down. We'll make sure that kind of looks nice. Drag it out. Just like that. And then we'll save it. And there it is. Now, normally, we'll also, let me see if we have another one of these. But you'll have a current teaching slide, and then you'll also have the other, basically the sermon series that it's on. So here's this, How to Share the Resurrection. Again, it has its own slide beyond just the sermon series one. And so now you would basically just do the exact same thing on this. So just remember that you're also doing current teaching and you're putting it again on a second slide down here. So if it was discipleship, you would have put in current teaching and then discipleship and yada, yada, yada. But yeah, I hope this was able to help and give you a little bit more clarity on how to upload the sermon audio. But yeah, anyway, take care.